All right, gentlemen and ladies, today I have this Sefaspe Arc 200 Pro welder. It's a stick welder that I'm going to be trying out. And this thing is super small and light, yet it's supposed to be for a little bit more than just a beginner welder or hobby welder. And one thing I noticed right away when I opened this up was the cables that came with this thing. They're a lot more sturdy than what some of the other lighter weight welders are. This electrode holder, for one, the spring on this is very stout, and this handle is pretty rugged feeling. And the same with the grounding clamp. This cable is pretty thick, and this has some tension on it. So that's definitely a step up. This is, I believe, a new series they just came out with, and it has what they call hot start, where it is a little bit beginner friendly for like starting the arc if you're not used to welding, or even if you are, it just makes things a little bit easier. So I'm gonna get this thing plugged in. It comes with your grounding cable and your electrode holder, and then it came with a little slag brush and hammer. So I'm gonna get this thing hooked up. You can run this in positive or negative polarity, so you can swap these around depending on what your needs are. And then this button is a multi-function button. You short press it, and it selects through different settings that you can adjust, like your hot start and your amperage and a couple other things. So it's pretty customizable. It's built to last with copper components inside. Also, you can run this off of 220 or 110. This little adapter here, this is for 220, and then if you want to just run it off of 110, you can put that adapter on there and you can run it off of 110. I believe I have the correct plug and extension cord to run it off of 220, so I'm going to get this plugged in, fire it up, and see what it can do. I made this extension cord up just for this situation. All right, it automatically senses 220 volts. It says 220 right there. Hopefully you can see this without distorting too much from the camera. But you can short press this knob. There's the hot start adjustment. There's the arc force adjustment and lift TIG adjustments. Amperage there for lift TIG. This goes all the way up to 200 amps. So this thing can apparently handle it. It's not too noisy. Definitely a lot easier to move this thing around than an old Lincoln arc welder, that is for sure. I had two Lincoln arc welders and I've already gotten rid of one. And if this thing works as good as I anticipate it will, I'll be getting rid of my second one. All right, we're gonna start off with our electrode on the negative terminal so we can get the best weld possible. So we're going to hook this up to the positive and the electrode holder up to the negative. Those just turn and hook in like that. These leads are probably, yeah, I'd say 8 feet long. So I have two rods here that I'm going to try, one 70-18 and one 60-11. I wish I had some 60-13, but I don't. But these are both pretty much all-purpose rods. Actually, I found some 60-13. So I'll get my helmet and fire this up. So we're going to start out at 100 and see how that does. It's probably going to be too much for these 60-13 rods. These are really small diameter. We're just going to see what it does here. That was the first bead there, not too bad. I was just feeling it out. It definitely burnt through that rod really fast. I think I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I like how this electrode holder has angled slits through it so you can angle your electrode. Wow, you see how easy that started? I'm gonna test that a couple times. Wow. That sucker just starts no problem. Wow, that's some smooth welding. Very impressed. I think I'm gonna say bye-bye to the Lincoln welders. Very nice. Okay, enough 6013. Let's try some 6011s. And this is a little bit thicker rod. So we'll see how it does here. Just for fun, I'm going to swap the polarity real quick, see how that welds. So that's the one I just put down, solid weld. Bring you in close so you can see that's the weld I just put down. And guys, I'm not a professional welder. I just got this thing out 10-15 minutes ago and I'm already laying down some good welds. First, second, this is reverse polarity here. Not much different. So I'm gonna swap it back. All right, this rod's a 6011. So I must have welded a butt joint here on this side, yeah, a while back. And I'm gonna weld this side and see how it does bringing those two together. Wowzers, you got a lot of heat. I'm gonna turn that down to about 80. Lots and lots of power. I don't think I even need it set that high. So the hot start was set at 4 and I bumped it up to 8. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, it did seem like it was even easier to start. All right, this is some 7018. Close up there of the electrode holder. Yep, need a little more juice. 91. One more weld for you. I cranked it up to 100. Let's do one at 100 and see what it looks like. I apologize, guys, that was on negative polarity. I didn't switch it back correctly. I cannot believe how much that was penetrating. Holy cow. Try some, switched it back now. There's some 6011 beads there with lots of penetration. This thing has no problem with penetration, that's for sure. So guys, my opinion on this welder, it's definitely a step up for Sefaspe. This would be a great welder for like working on farm equipment or you know, any kind of fabrication or anything like that. It definitely has the power to do a good job for you. So that's going to do it for the Sefaspe ARC 200 Pro welder. Just wanted to show you what it'll do. There'll be links in the description below the video if you're interested in purchasing one. Until next time, good luck with all your projects.